Hey guys, it's Beth and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is just going to be me getting ready for date night. My boys are with their grandma right now, so Paul and I are going to go out to eat, hang out, maybe watch a movie, and so I thought I would film the process of me getting ready. So if that sounds interesting to you, then just keep on watching. So of course, to start off, I put a primer on and I have been in love with this. So this is what I use. This is the Milani Soft Focus Glow. I've been talking about this in pretty much every video that I've uploaded recently. And then I'm going to use this foundation. This is the Profusion Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector. So I'm just going to get a little, about that much on the back of my hand. Not too much because you really don't need a lot. It has pretty good coverage. I'm just going to dot this around on my face and then go in with a brush and start spreading that around evenly on the skin just to start the blending process. And now I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender and just bounce that into my skin. And look at this, you guys, I finally got my brand new beauty blender and look how bright and vibrant this is. I always forget how bright they are, but look at this one, has a little Pisces symbol on it, and y'all know I'm a Pisces, so look at that. I thought that was so cute. I finally got a new beauty blender. So I'm just gonna bounce that foundation right into my skin. I am breaking out so bad right now. Right here, here, here. Acne is a normal thing, so I'm not even gonna upset myself about it because you can still be cute with acne. One thing I love about this foundation is that even though it does have quite a bit of coverage, as you can see, it does still have like a natural finish on the skin. Keep in mind, I do have that glowy stuff, that Milani stuff underneath, so that's also adding a glow. But even without, this still maintains a little bit of a glow on the skin and a little bit of hydration, but it's not greasy or anything like that. So I think if you have oily skin, you could probably get away with using this foundation as well. For the blemishes on my face, I am going to use this e.l.f. Camo Concealer because it is such full coverage. And then I'm just going to go in with this Makiage Concealer Blending Brush, and I'm just going to start dabbing that into my skin. I love that this concealer is so full coverage, so you don't have to use a whole lot. You just need a couple little dots here and there, and it is the perfect amount. And then for under the eyes, I am going to go ahead and use my Makiage Fuck I'm Flawless underneath there, just because I love how this makes my under eyes look. It makes them look so nice and smooth, does not crease. It is just really good. And you know the drill, I'm going to go ahead and blend that in with a sponge. It is so nice to use a brand new beauty blender. They're just so soft and just a joy to use. Like, I love a beauty blender anyway, but when they're brand new, they're just amazing. And then to set my under eyes and add a little bit more coverage, I'm going to be using my Bare Minerals Mineral Concealer, and I have mine in the shade Bisque. So I'm just going to swirl some of that into my brush and then just get that underneath the eyes. So this is their mineral concealer, so you can totally use this on its own, but I like to use it to set my liquid concealers and add a little bit of extra coverage. And then of course I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Ethereal setting powder, and I'm going to start pressing that like into the smile lines, onto the inner portion of the cheeks where my pores can be a little bit larger, the chin, nose, and the forehead. I might even press a little bit underneath the eyes just to give a more mattified, perfected look, because the Bare Minerals concealer does have a little bit of a more natural finish. It's not super matte, which is nice because it doesn't make the skin look dry underneath there, and my under eyes can tend to look pretty dry and crepey. Then of course the LA Color setting powder, and I know you're probably shocked that I'm not using creams. I decided to switch it up and use some powders today, and I have my little Sephora birthday gift, which I got back in March. Obviously that's when my birthday is, and I still haven't used it, so I thought I would use that in this video. Alright, so for bronzer, I'm going to be using this little adorable mini Nars Laguna bronzer, and again, I got this for my little Sephora birthday gift. It also came with this, which is their Afterglow lip balm, and this is the shade Laguna as well. So it came with these two little things, so I thought I would use these today because I want to go for like a bronzy vibe. I'm gonna get in there with my brush. Ooh, that's a lot more powdery than I was expecting. And look, it even has a little mirror in there. Isn't that adorable? And I'm just gonna start pressing that in with my brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. I honestly don't even know what it's called. It came in a set that I got a couple years ago. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but it's kind of like an interesting shape, so it kind of just hugs that cheekbone, which I really like. And then I like how you can take this larger end right here and you can get around the temples with that. Bronzer around the nose. I'm so not used to using powdered bronzers, so this is a little different for me. I would say this is definitely a buildable formula. I always pictured Laguna to be a lot more pigmented, but I am having to build this up quite a bit. And I actually decided last minute that I am going to use a cream blush. This is one of the Jaclyn Cosmetics cream to powder blush sticks, and she says that you can use these over powders, so I'm going to test that out today. Please, let's pray that I'm not making a mistake. But I have this in the shade Overruled, and how I'm actually going to use this is I'm going to get this on the back of my hand. So I'm just going to take this more dense end of my blush and bronzer brush and go into that blush and get that on the cheeks. And that is actually surprisingly working over the top of my powders really well. That shade, I've used this a few times already, but I just love the shade of this blush. It is so pretty. My skin looks so incredibly smooth right now, and I'm shocked at how well this did work over powders. And that looks absolutely perfect, honestly. Like, it looks so good over powder. Next, I'm just gonna prime my lids with the Milani eyeshadow primer. Lately, I've been using the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer a lot, but the look I'm going for tonight is a little bit more like soft and smoky and grungy, and I don't really need my lids blanked out for that. So I thought it would be fine to just go ahead and use this. I do want to use this primer up anyway. Now I'm gonna go in with this Mally Evercolor shadow stick, and you can get this brand on QVC. I think she used to be sold at Ulta, might still be in Ulta, I'm not 100% sure. Also, you should go and follow, her name is Mally Roncal. She's on the creator of this brand, obviously, but she's also on Instagram, and she's amazing. She posts the most inspirational stuff, and she's just like an amazing human being, so I definitely check her out, and her shadow sticks are really good. I have this one in the shade Burnished Bronze, and I am just gonna get that all over the entire lid. I'm gonna slightly bring that up into the crease, and then I'm gonna take a dense kind of domed brush and just blend those edges out. This is such a pretty bronze cream shadow, and it blends like a dream, and these do set in place and they do not crease, and they last all day long. And then I'm going to be dipping into a few shades out of this e.l.f. and Chipotle palette. This is such a cool palette. It's supposed to be designed like the counter at an actual Chipotle, and they did have a little film in here that had all of the names, but I took that out and I lost it. So I'm just gonna be pointing to the shade. I don't even know if this is available anymore. If it's not, I'm sorry. If you have this palette, well, here's a way to use it, I guess. So the first thing I'm actually gonna do is go in with this shade right here, and it's a nice warm brown, and I'm gonna get a little bit of that into the crease, just kind of blending right over that cream shadow. And again, this is kind of be like a smoky, smudgy, grungy look, so this does not need to be perfect. I'm not being too careful or precise with this eyeshadow, just really making sure it's nice and blended. Then I'm gonna take just a touch of this darker brown right here, right next to the one I just used, and just get a little smidge of that on that outer corner. Not a whole lot. I don't want it to be too dark. I really want to let that bronze shade shine through. And then I'm gonna go into this nice, beautiful, like metallic bronze shade right here, and I am going to take that on my smudge brush and get that on the inner portion of the lid. I don't want to completely cover up that cream shadow that we use, but I do want it on that, like that inner third. And then I'm gonna bring this up into the inner part of the crease. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. And then I'm gonna go back in with that darkest brown, just with that same little pointed brush, and get that on the very outer corner of the eye, on the lower lash line. Connect it with that shadow on the upper part of the lid. And then I'm gonna take that first shade that I used and get that on the rest of the lower lash line. And then for inner corner highlight, I'm going to take this little golden shade right here. It is a really light gold. It is really pretty on the inner corner. Just really pops. Trying to bring it like up into that little scoop right there. Now I'm going to take a black liner. This is one of the ColourPop cream gel liners in the shade Swerve. And I'm just going to get that on the very outer corner of the upper lash line. And I'm going to just take a brush and kind of smudge that. Alright, and then on the waterline, I'm going to take this ColourPop cream gel liner that they did with RawBeautyKristi. I believe it's in the shade Woodsy, if I can remember correctly. And that is just going to go right into the waterline. Alright, so now I'm going to go off camera and do brows and lashes, and I will be right back for the lips. Alright, so my brows and lashes are done. If you were wondering what I use on the lashes and in the brows, I will have everything listed and linked down below. As usual, it's pretty much nothing new. But anyway, let's move on to the lips, and I am going to first line my lips with this Milani Understatement lip liner in Saucy Toffee. This is the one that I was talking about is a dupe for the Kylie Cosmetics Ice Latte. This is a really good lip liner. I really like this line of lip liners. I have a couple of them and they are really good. So I'm just gonna overline my lips with that a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with this Nars Afterglow lip balm in the shade Laguna. It's just like a glossy brown color. I thought it would look really pretty with this lip liner and this eye look. And it looks stunning over this lip liner. And then just for a little extra shine, I'm gonna take my favorite lip gloss of all time. This is the Milani Keep It Full in the shade Rosy Bronze. I thought it fit the whole vibe. That looks stunning. Alright, so this is the completed date night look. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. I love these like sexy, grungy, bronzy eyes with this dark, glossy lip. I just feel so good in this makeup. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Also, click the bell so you can get notified every single time I upload. And then leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite place is to go out to eat for date night. That is all for me tonight, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!